Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Bayern Bood or Bust. I'm Bood FM and as always, thanks for coming back. Right, last episode I was whinging. Form was poor, changed tactic, went strikerless. I wanted to try it for a while, played Hamburg in the cup and we beat them. Absolutely great, it was a great game, I was buzzing. We got through to the next round and we drew a team I've never heard of and I can't pronounce, and they're called
Erzgebirge Aue.
Thank you very much, Dirt FM, great guy. But yeah, I said that was going to be the live comp. I wanted to take you on this cup adventure. I've made over 100 episodes now on YouTube, and this is the first time I've ever done all my bit. Came out of it and realised I hadn't pressed record. Oh, that finally happened to me. So yeah, after every game I always save it just to make sure, win, lose or draw, I like to make sure things stay the same and are protected. So I'd saved it so I couldn't go back. So today we're going to play the next game and it's in the Bundesliga. You'll see who that is in a minute, but it's going to be a massive game hopefully, and hopefully we can pick up 3 points. Now we have played a couple of games. The form has been pretty good. Right, today we're joined by Tracy. She's going to reveal the results for you. But the first result is there. We came straight out of that victory against Hamburg and we played them at our place in the league. Same tactic, didn't dominate, but we played really well. We nicked the goal. 3 points, man, massive 3 points. Next up, we went away to Wolfsburg, who were third in the league at this point, and drew 1-1. This was amazing. I was jumping around like I'd won. It was just a fantastic game, especially because we scored. I mean, they scored early, and I thought, uh-oh. And then we waited till the 88th minute, and we got an equaliser. Honestly, sometimes a draw in certain circumstances is awesome. Next, we were back at the Allianz Arena, and we played Stuttgart, another great team. And it was another great performance, I'm not even lying. We played really well. Uyghurs played fantastic. And I was just really happy with it. If I'm honest, it was great. Another great 3 points and 3 cracking results for us. Now it was going to be the live comp, but obviously I didn't press record. So we played
Erzgebirge Aue.
And you know what? We absolutely annihilated them. And when you look at where they are in their league, they're in the second division, they're down near the bottom. I looked at the players were appalling. It really wouldn't have been the greatest. I know we won 4-0, but we were expected to beat a team like this 4-0. They're poor. So in a way, I'm kind of glad I didn't press record. I think we've maybe dodged a bullet and hopefully we'll have a much more, tougher challenge in today's live com, which is against, if you have a look, Gladbach. Let's jump straight to the league, the most important part really. And we're up to 8th, fantastic. I'm really happy. We're on 33 points. We're 6 points off a European spot. But I started this year thinking we're going to be looking at staying in this league. I didn't think we'd do as well as we're doing, right? So I spent loads of money. Thinking, who cares about FFP? Who cares if we get banned from Europe for a year? We're going to get nowhere near Europe. But here we are on a great cup run. And here we are, not far off a European spot. I'm not being funny, but how gutted would I be if we get into Europe this year and I can't play in it? Stupid, man. Now my assistant manager's been talking in the press, he does most of that for me, and he's going on about how the spirit is high and it's permanent. Now I hope it is. This game is massive. If you can get your players happy, you've always got a good chance, and that's what I try and do. I try and do the right team talks all the way through the match. I always talk to my players, I don't show you that, but I try and talk to them whenever I can, not just after a game when they've had man of the match performances and they scored and you say, oh well done for scoring or whatever. If they're high in the form charts, I try and talk to them now, not too regularly, you don't want to do it too much, but just try and do it as much as you can. Building up that morale and confidence is a great thing for results and a great thing for your team. Now obviously, with all that morale from our cup win, we obviously went into the next round, and I did think I'd recorded that as well. I missed that too, so I apologise, I missed the draw. One good thing is Red Bull Leipzig didn't make it. How good's that? Best team in Germany and not in it anymore. Our odds get better. But unfortunately, we've drawn Schalke in the semi-final. Now Schalke are probably one of the best teams in the league. They've got multiple players in the national side. They've got the best player in Germany at the minute in Seegers. If we get anything out of that semi-final, that'll be an absolute miracle. We've also got a new affiliate. I wanted to just get that knowledge out there, get as much knowledge as I can. Our French knowledge wasn't great, so we've gone for a club in France, Racing Club Lens. Hopefully for when we get these youth intakes, we might get a good French player. You never know. I don't know if it 100% works that way, but it can't hurt us to have a good knowledge still. Now here we are with the Under-19s League. Now obviously a club like ours who's all about the youth system, I expected us to be better than this. I expected us at least one under-19s title, and it looks like we haven't won one for a very long time. And at the minute we're sat in 6th. Obviously I've got a manager and a whole staff who sort this team out, but I expected a bit more from this. But luckily they might have just had an injection of new players. Let's have a look. And yes, we had the youth intake, and I was praying to them FM gods, and I am not lying, we've had a cracking youth intake. And if we look at it, we'll see there we've got 5, possibly 6 really good players, and one especially at the very top who looks like he could be something special. We've got 14 and 15-year-olds, but the main guy is Ulrich Batz, a striker. I was praying for a striker, but he can also cover behind the striker, out wide on the left, and look at him, he's 15 years old. He's already pretty quick. He's got teamwork and work rate of 17 already. His finishing's on 11. I think we might have something here. If this series carries on, he could become something. And I might end up being able to go back to 2 up top. Imagine him progressing with Ben up top. We could really start to build a team here that maybe could even win a Bundesliga one day. Got some cracking young players there. Now someone's asked me about signing some of the club legends on my staff, so I thought I'd have a look. I've got no jobs available. But when you go on the general page and you see all the players on that list, I thought I'd have a look at it. And of all the ones that you can click on, only 2 are actually working, actual people you can sign. The rest are just retired with their stats saved. And the first one is Matt Hummels, Dortmund legend, who obviously went to Bayern Munich. He's head of youth development at Hertha Berlin, and he's not that clever. I mean, yeah, even if he was available, I won't sign him. And the only other one is an absolute beast, Thomas Muller. Cracking player in his day. He's now 47 years old. Thought he'd be older than that. And he's alright. He is the director of football at the best club in Germany, Red Bull Leipzig. And still, I don't know if I'd sign him either. I don't really want a director of football anyway. So, we're on to our new live com today, and it is against Borussia Mönchengladbach, and they're a cracking club. And look at the stadium. Again, another great stadium. And all these stadiums I'm highlighting in these away games, these live com games, we've not come across a bad one yet, have we? Honestly, they're fantastic, every single one of them. But they're a massive club, big club, and a tough challenge. They are only 14th in the Bundesliga, so they are below us. They're in the position that we were predicted to finish in. But they've got a good history. They've won 2 UEFA Europa Leagues, they've won 5 Bundesligas, they've won 4 Pokal Cups. 4 Pokals, sorry. And to be fair, that's some decent history. Now they've got a youngish manager, 48-year-old Dominic Kaiser. That is a top name. Does that mean king in German? I just remember when they used to have royalty in charge, when it called the Kaiser. I might be wrong. He's okay. He's not that great though, is he? The captain is Nicholas Brockmann. Never played for Germany. He's 27 years old and bang average in my opinion. Goalkeeper, he's okay. Nothing to scream about. The best player on their team is Andrew Chronopoulos. Another Greek sounding German, 24 years old, played for Germany though 14 times, and he is pretty decent, good striker, good finishing. He'd be in my team. Look at his physicals, he's quick as well, off the ball 17, composure 17, he's a beast. Wow, he's a lot better than I thought they were going to have. £46 million, I can't see this kid staying there for his entire career. Surely there's a big money moving there somewhere for him at some point. Now, if you have a look at the past meetings, we're absolutely beasting them. Apart from recent history, we've really gone down the path in recent history. Look at that. Apart from the last time we played him, when I was in charge. So yeah, it's going to be tough today. Hopefully we can have a repeat of that 3-1 victory when we got a couple of goals from Ben and 1 from Parisot. We changed the tactic in the last episode of the live comment. It worked, and I've used that tactic over the last few games, but it's not my tactic. And I always like making my own. And it was fun. I wanted to try and strikerless out, and it was fun. But I want to play with a striker, and I wanted to make my own tactic, my own. And I wanted to just, like I've done with this series, I've gone out of my comfort zone. I've left England, which is where I always play, even on my own personal saves. And I'm challenging myself, and I have a style of play that I always play, which is direct wingers, 2 up top. Everyone knows how I play: attack, attack, attack. And I want to push my boundaries, I want to change how I play. So I've took things I like from that strikerless tactic, of keeping the ball, wing backs, and I've modified it a bit. I've put my own stamp on it, and I've come up with a new tactic, and we're going to debut it today. Might be stupid, maybe I should just stick with what's working for me at the moment, but I like the look of it. It might do me well, and I just want to make my own. I want to do something different that's mine, that I can claim to be mine, and this is definitely my tactic, so I'm excited for it today. As you can see, we've got 2 at the back. We've got wing backs. Dan Flynn is an anchor man. He'll drop back, so hopefully I'll have 5 at the back at some points when we defend. But when we go forward, I'm expecting more. Got 2 men in midfield. Got 2 support strikers, and I've gone for 1 up top. I'm excited. And if you look, we've got 4 lists. Parasot and Titanelli at the back. Dampfling, Werner and Wiegers as the wing backs. Callaghan and Ben in the middle. Lazaridis and Caligarigis, and Felgenhauer is up top. Now Ben is playing in midfield today. He can play there. I just want to try him out. Again, I'm just experimenting. He's a great striker, but I just fancy trying him out in midfield. He can play there, so let's just have a go. This is all about learning this first season, seeing what these players are capable of doing. Here's the press report, and they can't make their mind up. Sorry, Gladbach and Bayern fans, I just can't separate the 2 sides. This goes down to a draw in my book. Brockman and Mask will both be missed by their sides. Fair enough. They're favourites, so with the bookies, I think we can pick some points up today, even if it's just 1. It's just all about this new tactic. Is it going to backfire, or is it going to do well? Right, we're in the changing rooms here in this awesome stadium, and I'm going to be serious. I'm going to say, go out there and impress me. New formation. Some of you guys need to prove yourself. I've only got 1 green, but most of them have listened to me. One of them's listened to me passionately. Who's that? It's Ben. Good old Rene Ben. Beast. Hopefully he's not too pissed that he's playing in midfield. In today's Bundesliga game, it's Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Bayern Munich. And Bayern kick off here today, playing in all red. I do like it when we're playing all red. Reminds me a bit of, not Liverpool, but Man United, even though we don't play in all red. Who cares? I'm expecting something today. It's going to be interesting to see how this tactic works. Right, we've got an early corner. Can we get something from a set piece? We can't. It's going to come out to Felgenhauer in the edge of the box. Blast it, man. Blast it. No, he's passed it. See, this tactic's very possession based. Lots of little passing. I'm hoping that works. I never normally play like that. Maybe we can have some prettier football. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Here's Ben. Just lost the ball, but Lazaridis. He's a good young player, Lazaridis. Had a few knocks, but, you know, Felgenhauer, blast it over. Here we come again, Caligarigis, who has been doing really well recently. Again, he had an injury, but he's come back. He's scored a few goals. He's put in some good performances as a support striker. I'm really happy with him. I've got some really good players here that I'm hoping really going to kick on and start developing. Here he is now on the edge of the box. Passes it to Ben. Ben lays it off to Lazaridis. Lazaridis shoots and scores. Early goal, 6 minutes in. Well happy. 1-0. See what I mean? Passing it around nicely. My team's never played like this. You know, it's interesting. It's something different. Is Lazaridis, great finish, awesome. So yeah, buzzing, man. What we're here now, 8 minutes in. We've had 3 chances, loads of possession. I'm not used to this. If you've watched my old series, you'll realise how I normally play. This is completely different, so it's different, and I'm excited by it. Can they get back into this? Gladbach, they're a decent side. Lovely little touch there from Moore. Nice cross, dangerous cross. Dampfling now on the ball, gives it to Ben. Ben turns, passes it to Caligarigis. Oh, lovely, takes it past him with speed. Hit the woodwork, didn't he? Wow. Charging forward, men getting back though. We're playing well, cleared from Parasot, but only as far as a Gladbach player. He's on the edge of the box. Come on, boys, defended so well then. I mean, we're dominating, but it seems like they're getting the majority of the highlights. Do you see that then? This Moore lad's good, isn't he? Look at that, do you see that cheeky cross? Right, come on, Parasot, he's boomed it clear. Picked up by Felgenhauer. He's still got one of my favourite names in my team. I love that name. Felgenhauer. It's awesome. Here comes Felgenhauer now. Gives it to Wiegers. Wiegers on the right. Passes inside to Felgenhauer. Felgenhauer passes it to Ben. We're passing it around. Nice. It's nice and slow and patient. Here's Felgenhauer. He has a shot. We're awesome. Watch this. I'm liking this, you know. This football's very different. Pep Guardiola. Look at that. Right then. It's the end of the first half. How good was that? New tactic, and it is working brilliantly, man. It's different than I normally play. I normally play with width, not a lot of possession, trying to score goals quick. But this is, they're getting back into a 5 when they need to be, they're getting forward when they need to be, they're passing it through the middle, nice and narrow, but lovely. And they've worked it into the goal twice. I'll tell you, it's Saturday night, I've got wine instead of beer, so it's not that bad. I'm on a diet. So I'm in a good mood, buzzing. Right. I'm going to be assertive and say I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. Ain't expecting more than that. Let's start the second half. Right, they've kicked off here. they've got to be like a wounded animal, gutted in their own backyard, getting beasted by Bayern. Werner now out wide on the left. Now Werner's playing today. Bukowski's my left winger. I don't want to lose him, he's my best player, but he can sort of play there, so I'm going to retrain him as a wing back because I really want to use him as Lazaridis. Oh man, he should have finished that, shouldn't he? It's us again, Lazaridis. Well done, kid. He has got a lot of promise, that lad, and I was gutted. He had a big injury at the start of the season, didn't he? But he's come back, and hopefully he can stay in this team or at least contribute because he's got so much potential. Here's Werner. Poor cross. Here's Ben now. Doing a good job in midfield, but I think the midfield experiment might be over after this game. Passing it to Lazaridis. Lazaridis has passed it all the way back to Kalak. Come on, lad. Give it to Ben. Ben. To Felgenhauer. Felgenhauer threads it through to Lazaridis. Oh man, they're going to get rid of it. Nick it off him. Oh, it's cleared it. Boomed it. Long ball in it. That's all they can do because we're just dominating. Oh, lovely. Did you see that? That was lovely. He deserves a goal there, but he donkeys it. They come again. Acosta on the ball for them. I mean, they've started having a lot more shots now. 14 they've had 11, but we're dominating that ball. 60% possession. I can't see them coming back into it. Great save. Corner ball now. Costa to take it. Just get rid. Well done, Tettinelli. Can Felgenhauer win this? Oh, that not a book. That was a bit shocking, that ref. But we've got away with it. But they've still got the ball here. Oh, outside of the foot slice. Ooh, like that then. Right, come on, lads. Let's kill this game off. We've got 20 minutes to go. I might make a change. I don't know. I might make a change. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Caligaregis. What was I saying about him? About being in good form. Again, he scored again. 3-0. Right, again, look at this passing. Lovely passing. Lazaridis threads it through. Caligaregis again. He just can't stop scoring. I'm thinking about maybe not making a sub. I don't know. I might just wait till the last few minutes. Give some guys a run out. So they've all been playing so well. I don't want to take anyone off. Because look at them, I've not got anyone under a 7. Here they come. Can they get themselves a consolation goal? Hopefully not, but they're on the attack. Get into him. Crosses it in, and they do. Why did I say that? One of my favourite kind of goals as well. Why did I say that? Look, I always say this. Cross it in low like this, and anything can happen. A defender can score, you can score. You've got a great chance of scoring always. 3-1. Right then, I think that with them scoring, we've only got a couple of minutes left. I'm just going to make 3 changes. Them 3 lads are coming on just for a quick run out, just to maybe waste a bit of time and put them off their balance maybe. Right, free kick. Fring takes it and they get it away. Can't be long here. This has got to be full time. Any minute, ref. Any minute, ref. Just dilly-dally with the ball. Pass it nice and slow. Don't lose it. Let's just run this clock down, and they've just lost it. But that's got to be it, ref. Come on. Come on, ref. I mean, 30 seconds over. He just wants them to score another goal, doesn't he? I mean, seriously. Well done, lads. There you go. Full time. 3-1 away. What a freaking game that was, and I'm not being funny. How nice is it when you make a new tactic and it works? And I work like that well away from home. Our away form has been appalling. I am really happy with this. Hopefully, it's not a one-off. Hopefully, this tactic can take us forward. Buzzing with that. Absolutely buzzing with that. What I'll do is, right, if this tactic does work, we'll find out in the next episode. But I'll make it available and we'll see if you can test it. Am I fluking it? Or is it actually a decent tactic? So I will make it available, but I'm going to test it out a bit first on this series and see if it works, because that worked alright, that didn't it? Away from home. So I'm going to be passionate there. I'm going to say I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. I expected more green, I'll be honest. But anyway, great victory. Straight to the league table, and we're 8th still. Great victory that. Absolutely buzzing with that. On 36 points, only 4 points off a European spot. I'm kind of worried now that if we keep doing well, I'm going to get into Europe, and I'm not going to be able to play in Europe. Oh, I didn't. Oh man. But you know what? These things happen, don't they? But I can't grumble too much. So yeah, 8th in the league. Can we stay there, or can we get even better? Let's have a look at who we're going to be facing off camera in between now and episode 7. We're going to play 6 games in the league, 6 games in the Bundesliga, and they're all massive. And the first one, don't get any bigger, is against Schalke at our place in the league. So it's kind of a warm-up for the cup. So it'll be interesting to see if this new tactic does anything. Then we're going to be playing Köln at home in the league, a game I think we should be winning. And then we're going to Freiburg away, and then we go to Nuremberg. And then after that, we play the mighty Dortmund. Hopefully, we can keep being their bogey team, because we've beat them twice already. It'd be fantastic if we can beat them again. And then we've got a game against Dusseldorf, who we should be beating. If I'm honest, I might B team that. I might do. Depends on what's going on. Just to rest players for the big game against Schalke in the semi-final of the Cup. Man, this series is getting better and better. There you go, that's the end of episode 6, and it's been fantastic. The off-camera games were great. We've used a good tactic. I've made my own tactic, and it's worked really well, and it's given me a lot of hope going forward, and it excites me because it's mine. It excites me, so I'm gonna look forward to that. And like I said, if it does well between now and the next episode, I'll make it available because I want other people to see if it's any good, or am I just fluking it basically? Is it just the players I've got fit to it, or does it work? So hopefully some of you guys will be able to test it for me. Like I said, you'll find that in the description of the next episode. But as always, thanks for watching. You guys are sticking with it. Continue support, as I always say, means the world to me. I'm enjoying making this series, and that's all I'm making it for, is for fun. And hopefully some people come along for the ride, because you never know what's going to happen now this year. Honestly, I'm feeling really good now. I've gone from thinking it's going to be a year of surviving and just learning, to a year of we could achieve a lot bigger goals than I originally thought. So yeah, hope you're enjoying it. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button. If you're new and this is the first time you found my channel, feel free to subscribe, come and join the family. Hopefully I can get to 3k one day. 3k subs, that is the dream. Anyway, hope you have a nice day. Take care. I'll feed the scene.